Hello everyone, my name is Rob Holler. We're here with Jon Hoag today at CycleWerks with the Oak and Acorn Podcast. First question for you here today, Jon. This should either be your most difficult or your easiest one.
Okay.
What do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? That's hilarious. I have everything I need.
Oh,
It's crazy. Like,
that's the best
We're
answer.
very blessed.
That's amazing.
What I need is time.
Awesome, awesome. So first, for our audiences today, just tell us a little bit about yourself, your story, why you're here, why you're doing what you're doing at CycleWerks.
Sure, no problem. So CycleWerks is first and foremost a bike shop, but we also do indoor fitness. We also help promote events, triathlons, multi-sport events, bike races, running races, all kinds of different things, along with Run Toledo and Dave's Running Shop. We do a bunch of that stuff, as partnerships. But we are mostly into building community. That's what we do. We have running, like we had a running race. We put on the event that was just 2 days ago, the Christmas run that we did here at White House.
Yep.
It was a huge success. We had 700 people here.
It's amazing.
For a 5K, and then we had the parade and the Christmas lights and Santa and all that kind of stuff. That was just for the community. I mean, that's for. We do a lot of events like that for training for our customers. Brick and Barbecue is our biggest one on Wednesday nights, during the summer.
Okay, tell me more about that.
Sure. So at our shop in Sylvania, that one is located. For multi-sport athletes, the most important aspect, or one of the most important aspects, is doing the bike to run transition and training for that. And so we have a workout where we do a bike ride and then a run. We happen to do barbecue afterwards and have social time. We typically have 50 to 100 people at that event every week.
That's amazing. Yeah, one of the pushing drives of this podcast is community, and like one of the things I love, just even reading your website and seeing the things you do. It's like a core to what you do here. It's more than just physical exercise, but a communal activity.
Sure.
Which
and all of it doesn't have to be racing and doing that kind of thing. Like, most of our business is for casual riders, people that are just doing it to get out and be away and to be comfortable and hang with the kids, and that sort of thing. So we have activities for everybody, but it's all part of one community. So
awesome.
Extreme.
So for someone who's maybe forgot to exercise the last 3 years, slipped my mind. Oh my gosh!
Right.
And maybe a little intimidated about starting out again. What recommendations would you have to get going?
So cycling is probably the easiest thing for people to start doing. Walking is also good, but cycling is low impact. So one of the reasons there has been, in fact, a big bike boom over the last 3 years is because it's easy entry. You get a bike, you go out and start riding, explore your neighborhood, but it's low impact. Does get your heart rate up. It's a good exercise. It's good mentally. People needed to get out, or they were all cooped up over the last few years, and that's why it's such a big boom.
Awesome. So I understand you're kind of a competitor yourself. Is that fair to say? Yeah. From what I was reading. Can you tell me a little bit about what you've done in the past and even some of your accomplishments with that?
Sure. So I am like a bunch of people in Northwest Ohio. I happen to do multi-sport, which means triathlons, duathlons, that sort of thing. It means I run. I used to race competitively for Dave's racing team. In college, I raced for, at the Division II level, for instance, running in North Dakota State. Now I mostly do, local stuff for the most part. We have a series of races in Northwest Ohio that Run Toledo does for us. There's one here in White House, there's one in Sylvania, there's one at the quarry. We do a couple of duathlon series here, and I usually participate in all of those. I did happen to qualify for the World Championships in the half Ironman, and I was out in Utah for that. Oh wow! That was humbling.
That's quite
all the best people in the world are at that race.
That's incredible. Oh my gosh! Wow. How many miles is that?
Well, it's 70.3, so it's
the half.
It's a half Ironman.
Okay. Wow.
So that's a 1.2 mile swim and a 56 mile bike and a 13.1 mile run.
Okay. Oh my.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
awesome. So being a local business in White House, can you share a little bit of your personal sentiment towards local business and just the importance of it? Yeah.
Sure. So I've been involved in small business, relatively speaking, for a long time. When I got out of college, I started with a fitness retailer that was local. They only had 2 or 3 shops. It was down in Cincinnati. I came up here, moved up here, and worked with a similar type of retailer. So I've been doing that a long time. 8 years ago, Julie and I bought this shop. It was a 2-store, pretty small chain. Small shop. They mostly did very local, casual type riding. It was not high volume or anything. We did change that, and it's a bigger business now, but it's still local. We have 3 shops. Everybody here, we have 25 employees now, and we cover a much larger range of the entire package. What people do. We have, again, kids' bikes, the casual bikes, people who are going out and just to ride, 3-wheelers for people who can't balance, can't balance anymore on 2 bikes,
as well as
on 2 wheels, and race bikes, people that are competing at the world stage, the whole thing. And in order to do that, it does really need to be local. It's hard to buy stuff like that online. You can, but it's difficult to get it correct and then get it fit for you properly. We're sitting right here now in my fit studio, and we work a lot on getting the bike fit for you properly. You absolutely cannot do that online.
Yeah. I say biking is one of those things that is not going to be relinquished to the internet, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's service. So bikes have to be serviced. You don't get to pack up your bike and send it off somewhere else if you need the chain, the tires changed or the chain lubed or whatever.
Something fixed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Do you play the banjo?
I don't play the banjo.
Okay.
No. So Julie is my partner. Is a musician. She plays in a number of different bands and has played on the national level before. And she's a guitarist and a player. One of her bandmates plays the banjo, and that's why it's sitting there awesome. In our office.
Very cool. I wasn't sure if you were a banjo player.
I'm not the music person.
Okay,
no.
very good.
My partner
you have
Julie
your other
is.
gifts.
I have other gifts, but it's not that one.
Okay.
So it's funny because my wife is also a huge musician, but and my business partner is, but not me.
Yeah. All right. So in your spare time, when you're not riding bikes, running, fixing bikes, working here, managing your business, what do you prefer to be doing?
So I absolutely like to be with my family and be at our home, but most of my things that I'm interested in are outdoor oriented. We happen to rock climb. We are actually opening an indoor rock climbing studio.
Oh wow! Where's that going to be?
That'll be on Reynolds Road, right across from Wildwood. We broke ground a couple weeks ago.
Amazing.
So sometime June, July, that facility will be open.
And you're building it?
Yeah, building from scratch.
Oh
absolutely.
My.
Yeah,
that's
we're
awesome.
part of a group of people that are putting that on. It's not just us, but that's called Adventus climbing.
Okay.
And so that's another passion of ours. And so most things that I do are outdoor oriented. I spend a lot of time in scouts and doing outdoor stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like you spend a great deal of your life integrating the things you're passionate about, with your business, with your family life.
Yeah,
and there's not like you're not just living aspects of your life.
No, it's very seamless actually. Most things that I'm passionate about are involved in some way in what we do as a business entity, for sure.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. White House, where's your favorite place to eat?
So probably local time. I like White House Inn too. Even the carryout has good food. So the buzz is great. We tend to go to all the establishments in town. In fact, there can be definitely more.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Very political answer.
Well, it is, except for my staff will tell you, if somebody asks you what we're having for lunch, or if you want to have something, my answer is yes. Like it's like
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome. So, favorite places to bike around here?
So everywhere, like we're the one reason we're a hub for cycling is because you have easy access to most everything. Obviously, you have Wabash Cannonball Trail, which is nice and safe and smooth, and easy access for everybody. Road cycling, it's also easy to get to roads; they're not overly congested. But then mountain biking, we have Oak openings, so you can do pretty much everything, even gravel down on the towpath. So all the aspects of cycling are within 5 minutes of here. So like that's one reason we're a hub for cycling in Northwest Ohio.
Awesome. Have you ever heard of the Spot at Oak openings?
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Is it hard to get to?
No.
Okay. Didn't know. Now I know. Where do you think CycleWerks will be in the next 10 years?
So I think CycleWerks will just be expanded. We may get into a few more things, but we like to stay fairly focused on what we're doing, which is building the cycling community and involved in fitness and sports and in many ways. We may have more locations than we have now, but generally that should be an organic growth.
Awesome. Well, Jon, thank you so much for meeting with me here today.
No problem.
Again, this is Rob Holer with the Oak and Acorn Podcast. If you haven't been to CycleWerks, check it out. They are in Bowling Green, Sylvania, and right here in White House. There's so many events to join them, so much opportunity to build community, to meet other people. So thank you so much.